In a previous video, we saw Emily and James download the actual images of cabinet surfaces, countertops, tiles, and the fronts of kitchen appliances. They then sent these images to Mr. Jones, who recognized that they needed further editing to be usable in our design project. In today's lesson, Mr. Jones will show us how to remove backgrounds from images of cabinet surfaces, countertops, and kitchen appliances. We'll focus on editing the tile images in the next lesson. The first method to open an image in Gimp is to right-click on the file, select Open With, and then choose Gimp. The application will launch, and the image will be ready for editing in the workspace. Alternatively, you can open the image directly from within Gimp. To do this, select File from the menu, then choose Open. You may need to locate the folder containing your images. You can select a single image by clicking on it or multiple images by holding down the Ctrl or Shift key. Once selected, press Open, and Gimp will create a new tab for each image. Another method is to resize both the Gimp window and the folder window so they are visible on your screen. Then, drag the images from the folder into the Gimp workspace. As you can see, each image opens in a separate tab. Let's start with the light gray cabinet surface. Notice that the left and right sides of the image have a transparent background, indicated by the checkerboard pattern. To use this image as a texture for a kitchen cabinet, we need to remove the unnecessary pixels around the texture. This is a straightforward process. First, select the layer, then navigate to the image menu and choose Crop to Content. This will remove the transparent background, leaving only the textured surface. With the background removed, the image is now ready to be saved. Another method for background removal involves using a solid color background. For instance, in the oven image, there's a gray background surrounding the oven. We'll use the Fuzzy Select tool, represented by an icon resembling a magic wand. Below the tool, you'll find the Options panel. Set the mode to replace current selection, and check the boxes for anti-aliasing and select transparent areas. Pay attention to the threshold value, as it determines the range of pixels selected. A higher threshold might select parts of the oven along with the background. For example, setting the threshold above 30 might select the oven itself. Lowering the threshold to around 10 will more accurately isolate the gray background, leaving the oven untouched. Click on the gray background while using a low threshold value to ensure that only the gray background is selected. Once selected, press the Delete key to remove the background, replacing it with transparency, which is indicated by the chessboard pattern. To remove the background, in the image menu, select Crop to Content. In some cases, such as with the ceramic hob image, the background may be more complex. If the Fuzzy Select tool struggles to isolate the background, you can use the Rectangle Select tool instead. First, choose Replace the current selection mode in the Tool Options tab. Click and drag to draw a rectangle over the hob surface. To fine-tune your selection, hold the Control key and use the mouse wheel to zoom in on one side of the hob. You can adjust the selection border by pointing at the edge of the selection and holding down the left mouse button to drag it into place. Repeat this process for the other 3 edges of the hob. Once you're satisfied with the selection, go to the image menu and select Crop to Selection. This will effectively remove the background, leaving only the hub in the image. After removing the background, the next step is to save your image. If you want to replace the existing file, go to the File menu and select Overwrite. However, many images downloaded from the internet may not be in a compatible format for applications like Sweet Home 3D and Blender. To save the image with a different name or format, go to the File menu and select Export As. In the dialog box, you can rename the file or leave it as is if the name is descriptive enough. It's recommended to save the file in PNG format, which is compatible with our software. To do this, change the file extension to PNG or select PNG from the Select File Type drop-down menu. Finally, in the Export Image as PNG dialog, set the compression level to 9 to reduce file size without losing image quality, and then click Export. As you may have noticed, we haven't covered how to edit the tile images yet. These images often require further adjustments, such as adding grout lines, blending different tile designs, or creating patterns like narrow wood tiles. We'll explore these techniques in our upcoming lessons. That wraps up today's lesson on designing your dream home. We hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more design insights and tutorials. Remember, your dream home is just a few steps away. Let's create it together. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.